Good morning. This is Shelby Law with the Great Basin Smoke Dispersion Briefing for Wednesday, May 23rd, 2018. Precipitation for the past 7 days is shown here with the observed amounts on the left and the percent of normal on the right. The past 7 days have been pretty favorable over mainly Nevada and up into Idaho and western Wyoming for some pretty good amounts of precipitation, and certainly above normal in some of those areas, particularly over western and northern Nevada. Utah has been on the drier side for the past 7 days with very dry conditions over the far southeast. Current fire danger values are shown here with the ERCs displaying those trends. ERCs are below the 50th percentile for much of the geographic area. We're really just concerned right now about the far southeast portion of Utah, where those values are near the historical maximums for the time of year. This morning's satellite imagery shows an area of low pressure in place over the central Great Basin today. This low brought a fair amount of thunderstorm and shower activity to the north and west yesterday, and that's going to continue again today. We'll see some drying continue across the state of Utah, and as those storms push further north into Idaho, with the chance of continued showers and thunderstorms over much of western and northern Nevada. By this afternoon, the center of the low should be across the northern periphery of the geographic area there in central Idaho, with some of the higher moisture values up there with drier air moving into the south. The ventilation rates are very favorable today. Transport winds are moderate for this afternoon with the highest wind speeds over eastern Idaho and western Wyoming and portions of far northeast Utah. Mixing heights are also pretty high region-wide. For Thursday, we're looking for a bit of an in-between day with some drying returning for the day across the south and very warm temperatures in place over portions of Utah, highs in the mid to upper 80s. Some of the moisture remains over the central Idaho mountains for another day of scattered showers and thunderstorms, and some higher elevation storms may linger over western Nevada as well. Ventilation rates are once again high on Thursday. Transport winds are moderate, not too high anywhere across the geographic area expected for Thursday with high mixing heights. And by Friday, we'll start to see another area of low pressure moving into the west coast. This will begin to bring some showers once again back to western Nevada with high ventilation rates region-wide. Ahead of that area of low pressure, we should see some gustier winds in place over central and eastern Nevada and peeking into western Utah on Friday. Mixing heights remain high region-wide. The forecasted clearing index for Utah is shown here for the next 3 days with very high values favorable for prescribed fire operations Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. The expected 3-day precipitation accumulation is shown on this image. That includes precip from today through Saturday morning. The best chances for this heavier precipitation are going to be over the central Idaho mountains, up into eastern Idaho, western Wyoming, and along the western Nevada border. By Saturday, that low will begin to move into central Nevada and up into Idaho, bringing a better chance for some showers and thunderstorms into those areas. Ventilation rates remain high. And on Sunday, that low continues to march eastward through the Great Basin, bringing a better chance of showers and thunderstorms into the eastern half of the area. Ventilation rates continue to be high into the first part of next week. That low hangs around the Great Basin for Monday for another day of showers and thunderstorms across much of the geographic area. And by Tuesday, we'll finally start to see some of that moisture move off to the north and east with drier air moving in, and ventilation rates start to lower just a bit across portions of the area. Precipitation accumulations for days 4 and 5 is shown here. This includes Saturday through Monday morning. And again, looking at a pretty good swath of moisture moving into northeast Nevada and even up into northwest Utah as that next area of low pressure moves through the Great Basin. The climate prediction outlooks are shown here for the 8 to 14 day period, taking us into the first part of June. Above normal temperatures are expected region-wide, with a slight chance for above normal precipitation expected over Utah and southeast Idaho. This concludes today's smoke dispersion briefing. Please check back on Friday for the latest updates. Friday will be the last smoke dispersion briefing we'll be issuing for the season, and on Sunday we'll be transitioning to our fire season fire potential briefing.